Hi.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to VHS. I'm your host Jesse, and today I'm here to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart. If you're anything like me, you grew up loving movies. You watched your favorites hundreds of times, you memorized all the best lines and quoted them to your parents incessantly. They begged you to stop, but you wouldn't because you loved them that much. But my question for you today, YouTube, is do your favorite movies from back in the day actually hold up to a modern viewing? You laughed back then. Are you laughing now? You were excited back then. Are you bored now? They had some really weird takes on women and minorities. Did you notice that this time? Me too. Okay, now listen. I'd like you to take a little breath at this point and understand that we at VHS are not here to blame these movies for the sins of the past. But we are going to make fun of them. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, come with us on the journey. For now, it's the Hollywood Holdup featuring Weird Science, only on VHS. Alright, before we get started, let's all say a big thanks to producer Craig, without whom there would be no channel. Everybody say, hey Craig!
Hey Craig! Hey,
What's up, Craig?
Bye, Felicia.
Released in 1985, Weird Science stars Anthony Michael Hall, Elon Mitchell Smith, Kelly LeBrock, and the Game Over Man himself, Bill Paxton. The film grossed $40 million worldwide on a $7.5 million budget, and was the third feature for writer-director John Hughes. Hughes made several teen comedies in the 1980s, and Weird Science is easily one of those. Spoilers. This is your spoiler warning. It's an old movie. You've seen it. You've probably seen it. Did you not see this movie before you started the video? Spoilers. Don't watch this video yet, unless you've seen it, because there's spoilers. Spoilers! And now, the movie in a minute. Okay, what do we got? We got Wyatt. We got Gary. Two lovable losers, and by lovable I mean they're total creeps. They stare at women while they work out from about 3 feet away. That night at Wyatt's house, Gary's got a great idea. We can't meet any women in the real world, so why don't we create one with this super-powered personal computer you have? I'm not sure how he thinks this is gonna work, but it's gonna, I know how it's gonna work, just wait for this. This big red lightning cloud shows up and actually makes the entire movie possible. Bro doesn't even get an appearance by credit. It's incredible that this, look at the cloud, it's so amazing, no one cares. Ultimately, the big red lightning cloud makes the bathroom door explode and boom, we're off to Act 2. The perfect woman emerges, Kelly LeBrock. And Wyatt and Gary take her out on the town. They name their magical super being Lisa, after a girl who once broke Gary's heart, because these guys are doing just fine. Lisa takes the boys to a working class gin joint known as the Candy Bar.
You know, listening to this blues music reminds me of my own trials and tribulations as a young guy, and, you know, my folks, they really dump on me. They really do.
They somehow survive the Candy Bar to make it home to meet the asshole brother Chet. Chet's an asshole because the movie needs him to be. It's a little too much, but so's this movie. Next step, to the mall! 80s hijinks ensue. The bullies are there, pouring the drinks. The girls don't like it, but then they don't care. Don't worry, they'll become characters later on. Next up, how to make the boys popular. A party, a big party, a ridiculous party. At Wyatt's house. Parents aren't gonna like it. Gotta clean up before they get home. No problem, it's a movie. Party gets started. Party too crazy. Party so crazy, Gary and Wyatt stay in the bathroom, where they meet those two ladies from the mall who are now characters that these boys will fall in love with. I mean, immediately. It's happened. This is the rest of the movie is them falling in love with these girls. It's crazy. Seeing that the party's not doing the trick, Lisa calls forth the cast of Road Warrior, literally, so that the boys can overcome their fears. They do. It makes no sense. Bad guys threaten the new girls who are now characters that they're falling in love with, so they gotta do something. The boys kick the biker gang to the curb, wrap up the party, and the movie ends. Oh wait, no it doesn't. We still gotta deal with Chet. And that's where my synopsis ends, because I'm not putting Final Form Chet in this video. I am not putting Final Form Chet in this video. You either know what he looks like, and I can't help you with that, or you don't know what he looks like because you're watching this before you saw the movie, which makes you some sort of strange beast that I don't know how to contend with. So let's go to the categories. Category 1. But you premised. Does the premise of this movie still hold up? Could you pitch this today? Do you have the balls to walk into a studio exec's office and say, you know what I'm gonna take these two freaks and they're crazy fantasy and I'm gonna put it on a big screen about 60 feet wide. We're all gonna sit there in the dark and we're gonna hold hands and we're gonna look at it together. I don't think so. But to be fair, I don't think so because even John Hughes wasn't able to actually make the premise that he pitched. The movie poster's the fantasy. The trailer's the fantasy. Kelly LeBrock is the fantasy. The movie's not the fantasy. You can't actually put what the real fantasy would look like on screen. Are you insane? You know what? We don't have to imagine it. You don't have to take my word for it. I found this old interview actually where Hughes addresses how it's impossible to show what he really wanted to show. The audio's a little funky, but just hang with it, okay? Hey, Craig, can you roll that one?
So you see, with Weird Science, I'm aiming to put an actual sexual fantasy of a teenage boy up on the big screen.
You are a friggin' genius. The kids will be lining up for this kind of wish fulfillment.
The problem is that we can't show the actual fantasy on screen.
How bad could it really be?
How bad would it be if two 15-year-old boys manifested a Kelly LeBrock sex slave in real life?
With detail, please.
They would tear the ever-loving shit circles and circles. Teeth are sharper than trapeze repairman, and I won't be around to pick up the pieces.
Number 2. Help! I've been reframed! We all think of Weird Science as an 80s take on Frankenstein. Well, the movie clearly wants us to think that. Look, Dr. Frankenstein's on the TV right there. That's how Gary gets the idea in the first place. And it sure looks like they're Frankensteining that doll right there. Only that's not actually what's happening. These two aren't doctors. Hot take, I know. And they had nothing to do with creating Lisa. They're just playing pretend in Wyatt's room while the universe delivers Lisa to them. Lo and behold, it is the coming of the red lightning cloud, and with it, the harbinger of self-confidence and not whacking it all the time. Sent like a muse from the very gods who delight in our mortal torment, she will be called Lisa. But where have we seen that before? The universe kicks off a big fuss, a magical lady appears, and immediately starts running the lives of two poor schmucks. Oh yeah. Essentially, Weird Science is not Frankenstein at all. It's Mary Poppins, only horned up and lazy. That's not to say Mary Poppins can't be horned up, but I'll be damned if I let you call her lazy. Number 3. Are we picking up what this movie's putting down? This movie's got themes. You know why? It's a movie. Movies have themes. What even are the themes? Well, it's pretty basic, right down the middle stuff about coming of age, right? Self-confidence, believing in yourself, not presenting yourself in a fake way just to impress people, but to be yourself, and through being yourself, people will come to truly love you. But do the themes still connect with us? Or does it feel like they're being undercut at every turn? Let's use 2 examples to discuss. First, are we standing up to bullies, or are we not standing up to bullies? The party ends with Lisa basically making the boys walk through fire. This is their coming of age rite of passage. They have to get the Cannibal Corpse crew to leave the party. They totally do it. They win. Now naturally, because the boys have learned to overcome their fear of the Cannibal Corpse crew, they should have no problem standing up to Chet. What's that? Lisa tells them to take the girls home so she can deal with it with magic? Why? They just learned how to... What? Now they're... Gary's gonna go get in an unnecessary car chase in the middle of downtown while this is not... Why? Second example, maturity. I don't think it means what you think it means. One of the themes around growing up is the gaining of maturity, right? In the beginning of this movie, the boys think they want this super babe to come into real life so they can, like, defile her, and that would be horrible, right, John?
I won't be around to pick up the pieces.
And Wyatt and Gary grow past that. They don't want to just bang Lisa anymore. They want to completely fall in love with these 2 girls that they just met. And even if they had met before, they were the girlfriends of the 2 bullies who tormented them. But because those characters showed up at the party, kind of got dissed by I don't think that even happened. I think they just showed up and they go walk into the bathroom and then Gary and Wyatt are in there. And then at the end of the movie, Wyatt says this.
Hilly, I love you.
The joke is supposed to be Wyatt getting doused with the sprinklers, but now that you're an adult, you know the real punchline is what Hilly's actually thinking when she makes this noise. He gone! Way to blow it in just 6 hours. Maturity is not falling head over heels with the first girl who voluntarily shows you attention. That's psycho stuff. Number 4, The Modern Gentleman. The Modern Gentleman, how to describe this category? Well, basically it's like this. If you were dating this movie, and you can date a movie for whatever reasons you're dating a movie, would you bring it home to meet your parents? And like eat dinner at the dinner table and like talk to your parents? Why don't we just ask the movie? Hey, Weird Science, can you be a modern gentleman?
I was insane for this crazy little 8th grade bitch. Okay?
Crazy, insane.
And what did it to me was these big titties she had. For a 13-year-old girl, man, she wouldn't have had to worry about no titties for the rest of her life, boy.
All right.
I mean, anything bigger than a handful, you're risking a sprained toe. You know, and
Not because it's perverse.
Yeah.
They're lazy. Okay. Time to regulate a
why
little
don't you
bit.
shut up, bitch?
Gary, she was manifested by your own god woman.
You don't come into my friend's house with your f***ing friends, driving your motorbikes all over his floors,
Why?
breaking windows,
Why?
making a mess, stinking up the place.
Actual
You can't take
discussion
advantage of
between
her,
4 men about handing off a sex toy person that one side knows that they manifest, at least they
Just forget it,
think.
guys.
And a couple of guys like you deserve them.
These might be the 4 worst people in the movie all in one room together.
You let us have a crack at Lisa,
Oh,
and then we'll let you
God.
have Deb and Hilly.
No. This movie sleeps outside. Number 5. I'm sorry, does this movie have young Robert Downey Jr. in it? Does this movie have Robert Downey Jr. in it? Does this movie have Robert Downey Jr. in it? Weird Science. Does Weird Science have Robert Downey Jr.? Oh my God, it does. Wait, he went away. There's no more Robert Downey Jr. in this movie? That's incredible. He just comes in for 1 bit and then you never see him again? You need way more Robert Downey Jr. in your movie if you want to. Oh, wait, there he is. Oh! This is an 80s appearance of Robert Downey Jr. He's so young, he's not even putting Jr. in his name because he's not a baby anymore, darn it. What a peacock. Look at that beautiful gender-bending 80s god. Unserious question. What do you think this guy right here is expecting less? The amount of jail time he's gonna see or the amount of Marvel money he's gonna see? You, sir, are gonna go through it. Hold tight, baby. Hold tight. It's gonna be fine. It's just you go inside. The verdict. So, does Weird Science hold up to a modern viewing? I think the answer is pretty clear. Hell no. This movie doesn't hold up. It does not hold. No, stop. This movie doesn't hold up at all. It holds up so poorly to a modern viewing. I can't imagine this movie being good when it came out. Except those of us who grew up with it were, growing up with it, which means we were kids at the time. I'll never tell you to not like a movie or not watch a movie. Do what you want, as long as you like and subscribe. But be honest with yourself. If you still like sitting through this thing, if you don't cringe, if you think Final Form Chet is peak Muppet comedy, there's not much I can do about that. But it's nostalgia keeping you there. It's not quality. And that's okay. I mean, take it from a guy who watched Night at the Roxbury twice, back to back. With Craig, by the way, so don't let him act superior. We love our movies for a lot of reasons, like we love our friends for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons can be that they make you laugh with the same old in-joke you've heard a million times. But be straight with me. You love it because it's y'all's joke, not because it's a good joke. But that's what's important, right? It's yours. It's ours. Just don't tell me it holds up. All right. When a movie doesn't hold up, and sometimes even if it does, I like to give some recommendations here for further viewing. I've got 3 suggestions for you that are better magical coming-of-age movies. First one being Mary Poppins. We talked about it. Just go watch Mary Poppins, the original. The original. Mary Poppins is great. Spirited Away. Now that's magical coming-of-age. That's depth. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's weird. It's frightening at times. And if you look really carefully, you can find Final Form Chet in the background of every single shot. Labyrinth. I'm not going to say too much because you bet your ass we're going to cover this on the channel. Just to say, you want magic, you want coming of age, you want depth, great characters, and a huge amount of David Bowie's codpiece? Get you some Labyrinth. Well, that's it. The Hollywood Holdup featuring Weird Science. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I laughed my ass off while making this video. And there's a lot more where that came from. So come back next time. We live here. Only on VHS. Take him home, Craig.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe to show your support, and go ahead and check out more of our videos as they release on the channel.